what if like Pharrell was like helping you produce like a few tracks, or what if like I'll give you two scenarios. Either he was helping you produce a few tracks and he was like, you know what, like, you know, if you just sign to like my label, you know, we can just go ahead and just like, you know, put the machine behind you and then shoot off.
Have you heard what Pharrell has like produced in our whole years?
Yeah. He could have gave Mike and Prince some hits in the mid 2000s. They turned it down.
Getting signed to Pharrell. Yes, he's gonna make me sound amazing. Yes.
I mean, or what if you were with a label and they're like, you know, we can get Pharrell and you in the studio if you just, you know, sign this 360 deal real quick and, you know, give us all your rights in perpetuity.
Because the creative.
But we'll get Pharrell in the studio right now.
The only thing about that is like
we'll have Pharrell
they
EP
take
the
from
album,
you know, and you end up broke because they're taking everything.
Yeah, but they low key give you offers you can't refuse. Like, hey, sign us 360 and give us your whole.
I wouldn't say yes right away. I would literally think about it, go over everything.
What if it was a shit deal, but they got Pharrell EP in the album?
Honestly, I love Pharrell, but if it fucks with like my future, then no.
Yeah. I like that answer because pretty much
it's not about the money.
No, I'm keeping 1,000. Well, you know, sometimes it is iffy because certain people, like, it is like a Pharrell or just certain individuals where it's like, well, like, you really can't really say no. And if you say no today, might as well just kiss your career goodbye.
But the fact that you even know that you got that offer,
I
feel like is a motivator to say, hey, these people just offered this.
But I always say this.
Go to other companies.
Don't ever, like, hitch your wagon to another motherfucker, no matter what. Like, unless it's like a homeboy or a homie. You know what I'm saying? I like, you know, hey, if you see something, you hit the butt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you hit a bar.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm used to that, by the way. I'm used to that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But you know, but my thing is like, have you ever listened to to Last Call from Kanye? And you know, at the end, he goes into like how he came into his deal with Rockefeller. Have you ever heard that part?
I don't think so.
If you ever get
you probably have, but the album was like, come on, we was like 12.
You was like, you probably haven't listened to it.
You'll remember if you heard it.
But I will remember because I listen to everything. Like,
but that whole thing that he talks about is like a lesson. Like it's a real lesson, and he really puts people on for who's like going into the the recording business and things like that. And it's like he had multiple deals on the table. Yeah, he lined himself up to where it's like, all right, well, I got a backup plan. You know what I'm saying? And these people got this, you know, going on. What you got? What you can give me?
Exactly. I'm Kanye.
I think he got a Netflix documentary.
Yeah, it's coming out. It's coming out soon.
I thought it was already
out. Janet Jackson.
I don't know. Yeah, no, it's not out yet. But I think it's coming out with either next month or the month
I gotta
after.
Take on Janet Jackson. I'm about to give it in a second, but I'm gonna say it's about Kanye.
You don't say nothing.
No. Hold on. Listen, I'll set it off in here. You know, I'll put the whole tape.
Piss you off.
We'll be in the
One
fighting.
thing he'll do is be like, I can't even believe you said that.
Honestly my inspiration as well. Prince and Janet.
I peeped the red hair.
Yeah.
It gives me 90s. I know, it just gives me 90s Janet vibes. You know what I'm saying?
But, that's sweet. I love Janet.
But real shit, I'll say this with Kanye. I watch him a lot just for, like, inspirational purposes.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I watch him a lot for, like, inspirational purposes because, like, he talks, it's not crazy, but it's like, if you don't have that level of confidence or, like, delusionalism about yourself, like, don't even do it. Don't even do it, bro.
I told someone the other day, I was like, I'm very delusional. Like I said that.
And you kind of have to be delusional about your shit.
Yeah. Because if you're so wrapped into like the reality of what's going on, you'll be so fucked up in the head you wouldn't be able to have like the motivation to do your like what you need to do and like get the work done.
Hey, you over there shining. I see you. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
Yeah, your wrist doing your wrist Chris Brown right now.
You know
your wrist doing Chris Brown right now.
Backflips like Chris Brown off the card.
You know what I'm saying? Just, you know.
I love it.
Okay, this is my hot take on Janet. I feel like if it wasn't for, you know, that Super Bowl incident, she would have been bigger than what she is. I feel like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I feel like in a way, like we do celebrate Beyonce.
I was getting ready to throw tomatoes. But
no, real shit. Sometimes I feel like Janet Jackson sometimes is like the Kobe Bryant of female R&B. When I say that, it's like the career was so great, but because y'all didn't really let their career play out before you tried to like usurp them with other people, they get lost in the shuffle. Like I feel like they just go like to Beyonce, and then like everything before Beyonce is like you might hear more like Mary J. Blige. You hear you hear Mary J. Blige name more than you hear Janet Jackson for our generation, I feel like
and
Janet.
It wasn't her fault. It wasn't her fault.
Right,
She's a black
it
woman. That's why. You know.
If it was Britney or if it was Madonna or if it was any of those girls, it would have been a thing where it's like, oh my God, they showed their boob on national television.
Janet's catalog, man, even the stuff she was dropping,
pop, R&B, all that.
In the mid 2000s though, was like fire.
The visuals were insane. The dancers, I remember one of her videos. Dancers all of them had on Jean Paul Gaultier fits, like every single one of them. They don't do that shit anymore.
I actually used to sit next to somebody in class, Armani. She dances with her. She's been in her video.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
She shortcut.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about. She moved to LA.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah,
She's training my homies. I was with her.
Was we with her?
I don't know if you was. I know Thursday night we was chilling at Lock and Key.
She's a choreographer.
So it is her. She got a sister, right?
Yes, and they both dance with Beyonce.
Amari, yeah. I know them. Yeah, that's my people, man. Yeah. Come on, man. Lock and Key going crazy.
Them bitches to pull up when we went to the strip club.
Right.
Hey, man, listen. That is a very complicated weekend.
She's like a top choreographer. She danced with
really
Janet and Beyonce. She was at the Coachella.
She did the Coachella. That's her.
No way.
Yeah, and she models for Fenty.
No way.
But she's so down, like, bro.
She's from Jacksonville. Shout out to you, girl. Yes.
I'm gonna
send this clip to her. Dead ass, bro.
Send me her Instagram or something because that's crazy. Anybody that's from Jacksonville who is like on their shit like that, I'm trying to support.
But when I tell you, like, you'll meet her and you'll be with her for like 45 minutes and you wouldn't know anything
about her. About what she's
because she ain't gonna come out and be like, I do this, do that. Like, you'll literally be kicking with her and like somebody else gonna tell you and you're just gonna be looking at her like,
being modest. That was me too. Right. I like.
And you'll ask her, she's like, yeah. She'll just say yeah, like Anyway,
it's so cool because a lot of people probably would be like trying to get next to her because of that. Exactly. And that's always the best thing is to kind of like keep that shit to yourself so that you don't attract the wrong people who really trying to get next to you because you've been in that position before. So I can understand.
And lastly, on Janet, before we move on to these topics, I just feel like in a way, Rihanna kind of carried her torch. Just as far as like the reinvention of herself from album to album. I'm not saying she's just as good as Janet Jackson.
Yeah, the performance side is
not perform, but I'm just saying as far as
Beyonce.
Like...
Maybe, I would give it to Beyonce before I give it to Rihanna.
You'll give Beyonce...
Beyonce's still in her prime, kind of.
Yeah. I just feel like it's like comparing like Kobe and LeBron as two different positions, like Janet and Beyonce.
Janet's like in her 50s right now, right?
Yeah, her
no, but just even in the same amount of like, even if you take the careers of where like Janet was at her peak and B right now, I don't know. I feel like that. I don't know.
At a time, Janet was the Beyonce of her time. Like she was on Michael Jackson's heels at Mike's peak. Like
not Beyonce, but Janet is in her own lane. Yeah. I don't think she can really be compared to anybody. I think she got compared to Ciara a lot because of the dance moves. I saw, I used to see that.
Dancer side, Ciara can step with that.
I feel like those were Ciara stands, like, dropping that propaganda.
But I love Janet.
I feel like Ciara really can, get with Janet on the dance. I feel like Ciara could even probably dance better than Beyonce. Because she has a little bit more mobility. Mm-hmm. But Beyonce can sing her ass off and do a little
at the same time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's a difference because Ciara don't be really singing
Ciara
like that.
Ciara can dance, right? Rihanna can croon, but
having
her and Drake sing the same. So to have the total package, it is like a very, very short list of like the Beyonce, Janet Jackson who can sing, who can pack out a crowd, who can pack out a stadium, who can sign the biggest endorsement deals, deliver on those endorsement deals.
I missed her when she came to Jacksonville.
Just do whatever. Who?
Rihanna?
Janet. Oh, damn.
Oh, when did she come to Jacksonville?
I think a year ago.
Really?
Yeah, 2 years.
Oh, I think I might have. I think I remember.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I think that I missed her. I missed Rihanna.
I missed Rihanna too.
I missed, Travis Scott at the time when he was unproblematic. But the one that I did get was Usher, but that was years ago.
Damn.
That was so long ago.
I remember seeing the Isley Brothers when I was like a kid. That shit was awesome.
The Isley Brothers was here last month.
They were here, yeah.
And the Gap Band. Oh, look, I seen them niggas at Universal.
I really want to see Frankie Beverly and Maze. They supposed to be here next month.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I think
some old heads.
I think Frankie Beverly. I think his voice is. I think his voice is a little shot, so like he be having the crowd sing.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on. You might as well. That's what we come to do. Yeah. Certain artists, we come to sing the songs back to you. We don't just stand there.
We giving you your flowers. We showing up for you to show you that we still support you and we gonna sing your songs. Yeah, I don't mind that for Frankie Beverly, but I ain't doing that shit for no Rihanna or no Drake.